Good morning.
Why are you covering half your face? What did you do?
Because I'm not happy with my jowls.
Your jowls?
I feel like I have to, now that I'm turning 47 in October, 97 in October, I've noticed that my face is starting to fall towards the ground.
That's called gravity.
Fuck gravity.
Nothing can be held up for too long.
I could pull a couple of lines up, like just have pulleys in the ceiling maybe
Well,
and
you can buy
yank it
that
all up.
tape that will kind of.
Oh, I just think lying on my back, no jokes, would make a lot more sense. So, how are you?
I'm good.
How is your birthday month progressing?
Well, it started this weekend because I'm a few days away, but
Yes.
we're recording already. Hi.
Well, put on a happy face. I put on this. Do you like this wig?
Honey,
It's called the Lulu. It's from my collection.
that's at about to turn 63. I've got many faces. But yeah, so Friday night I went to a concert at the Fillmore, the legendary Fillmore Theater here in the city, which I hadn't been to too many times, but it was fun. It's this young country artist that I saw on Instagram. And like, oh, his music's nice. And they said, oh, he's coming to San Francisco. So I went to see him. It was good. And then yesterday afternoon, Saturday afternoon, I went to a place that I'd never been to before, and it's apparently been in the city for many years. It's called the Cityscape Sky Bar. It's in Union Square on the 46th floor of the Hilton Hotel
Interesting.
on O'Farrell Street. So go into the lobby, go up to the 46th floor, and you have this spectacular view of the city.
Nice.
And so one side faces the downtown financial district and the bay, and then the other side faces, the rest of the city heading towards the west, towards the ocean. But clear, beautiful day, and I mean the whole city is right beneath you. It was pretty nice. So we just I went a couple friends for some cocktails and appetizers in the afternoon, and then today, you didn't ask, but Gary, why are you wearing a Hawaiian shirt?
Wait, let me just set it up for you.
Yes.
Hi, Gary.
Hi.
Why are you wearing a Hawaiian shirt?
I don't know. No.
Oh, you set that up really good.
No, because this afternoon I'm gathering with some high school friends of ours for a Hawaiian theme cocktail party.
Shut the front door. Are you kidding
It's not
me?
for my birthday; it just happens to fall, today.
Yeah.
So I decided I would dress the part, and then I asked, "Well, can I bring anything?" I was like, "Well, maybe like a dessert." So I looked up Hawaiian desserts, and I made Haupia.
Okay.
It's
So
coconut
how you make-
flavored dessert. It's like a custard.
Okay.
So if you go
Okay.
to my Instagram account, you will see I have posted already because I made it last night.
Okay. Okay. Well, I look forward to seeing it because your Instagram account is always under siege with all of your followers being the influencer that you are with Haupia or Wanapia, whatever you call
I'm
it.
just trying to grow the business.
Maybe you could create a Hawaiian dessert business.
Well, let's see how the Haupia goes first.
Haupia is what it's called?
Yeah, Haupia. Haupia.
Haupia. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, so
Well,
I'm looking forward to that. We'll see some of our friends that we've mentioned or had as guests. Gigi will be there. Shirley
Oh,
will be
nice.
there. Yeah. So
Nice.
and I sent out an evite last night, which I don't know if you've checked your email, that a previous guest from this podcast from the East Coast, a Miss Jamie Litzy, is coming to Northern California at the end of this month. And so
I learned that
Yes.
actually from speaking from our soon-to-be on guest yesterday.
Yes, and we will connect the dots when she joins us.
We will, won't we? It's a
We
mystery.
have a mystery guest, and this will be a first timer for her. Yes, she's from high school, that we know her from there, but there's another connection, and we will explain that.
Excellent. Okay, well let's put your Wanapia on hold. Hawapia. And then we'll come right back.
Okay,
Haupia.
I don't know, how's your
How-
Pia?
All right, hold on a second.
It's always always about
Birds.
you, Don.
No, it's
Oh,
not.
we're back. I'm sorry.
Oh. Anyway, hi Gary, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, and welcome to Don and Gary Doing 60. We're here to unwrap, unpack, and navigate the world at this age.
Yes. Yes.
Sorry, I got to try something new and keep it fresh every time.
Maybe you can have birds chirping in the background as we're thinking
Or
about
crickets.
it.
When I told my dad joke in the last episode. You can find us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, our iHeartRadio, and wherever amazing podcasts are found. We're on Instagram, Facebook, and we're also on Blue Sky now. If you want to catch the actual goods and get a load of all of this and a load of that, take a look at us on our YouTube channel, which is under Pfeiffer Pod Productions, or at Pfeiffer Pod. However, you'll find us. Believe me, I know we're so popular and so incredibly, relevant to the world. People just can Google us and they will show up. So
It's time to get in line.
Get in. And Gary, where can they reach us on email?
That would be Don and Gary doing 60 at gmail.com.
Perfect. And finally, don't forget to reach out. And finally, don't forget to reach out for us on our pod page website. Thank you, Gary, for doing your pod. Can you point one more time to the middle point? Okay, pod page, our pod page website, and we'll put the liner notes where you can find that in the links below. Anyway, so we're done with that. Ugh, I murdered that intro, didn't I?
No, it's all good. It's all good. They know us. They know where to find us.
You would think after 73 years of doing this podcast that I would memorize that, but I just I can't. So how are you? How are you doing?
Good. Yeah. So we started talking about I'm starting my birthday week.
Oh,
So
is it a week or a month? You used to
well, it depends.
be. Okay.
But you would ask me off air, what am I doing on my actual birthday, which is Wednesday, September 10th. It happens to be my day off from work.
Right.
So I'm planning lots of good things, starting at 10 a.m. with an eye doctor appointment.
Ooh, fancy.
But I had scheduled it for the week before, but his office called and said, oh, he can't make it on the 3rd. Can we move it? I'm like, I guess we can do it on the 10th. So eye doctor appointment. And then I will follow that up at noon with going to the pharmacy to get my flu shot.
You go, you crazy
So,
person.
it's wild, crazy things.
Just a whirling dervish of activities on your birthday.
And after that, who knows? Maybe lunch.
Well, how does it feel? It feel any different?
No.
No.
It really doesn't feel different. I have not been one of those people that, like, when I turn a certain age, like, it's either good news or bad news. It's kind of like for me, like New Year's Eve. It's just under the midnight.
No, I get you. I get you.
No, I'm not dreading it. It's part of life, right?
Right. Well,
I
I've got
ran
one.
into a neighbor yesterday, and she had a birthday recently. She goes, I just turned the big 8-0.
Ooh.
I said, well, I'm turning the big 6-3.
Or you can call it 6.3, which is actually good because that actually brings the number down a bit. So this is the 6.3 version of yourself.
Okay.
Okay.
And, we always have to come out with a new version.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Speaking of which, let's talk about you.
Oh, okay. Should we? Can we? Should we? Can we?
I
Should
insist.
we? Okay, well, I walked down to the beach yesterday, taking a bike ride down to the beach today, did a lot of gardening this morning. I can barely stand up or make a fist because I've been clenching a trench, trying to trench out weeds today. So
He's got a name.
Does he, though, anymore? Just an object. Yeah, so it's been a busy weekend, but fun. Weather's still hot. It's going to be 81 degrees down here today.
Are you at home or in Palm Springs?
I'm at home.
Okay.
Because it's too hot over there.
Okay.
And I don't know if you take a look at my Instagram page, you'll see how I was posting our last trip down to Palm Springs, where he said, "Let's go Palm Springs, go to the house, stay by the pool, blah blah blah." And I recorded me in the garage in 112-degree weather creating a storage cabinet, which uncomfortably enough, I measured the cabinet, then I measured my height, and I would fit inside the cabinet. So I'm not sure how I feel about the request to create the cabinet.
Well, see, I saw that. That's why I thought you were in Palm Springs right now.
No, it was from a week ago, actually.
Okay.
So, but again, if we don't show up or you don't see me for the next week, please alert the authorities because something might have happened.
Just look for the cabinet deep in the corner.
And unfortunately, I was asked to step into it to see if I fit. Stupidly,
See, that
I
was
did.
that was a bad move on
I
your
know.
part right there.
I know. Anyway, yeah. So that was my week. So, what are we talking about today?
So we have a guest who is a member of the club.
Yes.
Big surprise, someone we went to high school with. I was thinking about that. I go, we know a lot of people from high school.
I think that's a good thing. I
No,
think
that's a great thing.
actually.
I mean, we've had guests on this podcast and a previous one that were not, from high school, but like a good 90% of them.
Well,
And we still keep in touch. I mean, as I said, I'm seeing some friends from high school later today for a cocktail party.
Well, the relevance again is because this is our podcast is focused on talking about people and how they're unpacking and navigating the world at this age, right? So we're all
Right.
basically the same age within 2 or 3 years.
Right,
So
right.
I think it's great to let people know that we're all doing okay, or where we're struggling, or how we're finding new reinvention, and that's why I love this segment so much, because we get that chance to speak with these people and keep in touch with them.
Right. So as I alluded to earlier, the guest joining us in a few minutes is this will be a first time that this has happened with a guest, because she is related to a previous guest on this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And we will unravel the mystery
Okay.
in just a moment or two.
Okay. Well, actually, I think I hear something. Is that a doorbell? Someone waiting to come and be asked to let in. Should we let them in, Gary?
I think we should.
Okay, here we go. Well.
Well,
There
hello.
she is.
Well.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how
What
are
a
you?
coincidence. We were just talking about you. Well, since we're on YouTube but also on Apple Podcasts, where they may not see you, welcome Sue Acton
Thank you.
to Don and Gary doing 60. I was mentioning a little teaser in that you have, in addition to being a friend from high school, you have a special recognition because you're the first guest that we're having on this podcast that is related to a previous guest.
Do you know who that is?
I think it might be my sister.
That's correct. Who Jamie Litzy, who was in one of our previous episodes, and I mentioned to Dawn that she was coming to California later this month.
Yep.
Yes, she
So
is.
we will see her in person, not on the podcast, but live and in person.
And live in person, yes. When's the last time you guys saw her in person?
Gosh.
It
Probably
would have been
hot.
here in California. When
Oh.
I don't know how often she comes, but
I don't remember the last time she was here either.
I think it was the same time I saw you, Sue, which was at Phoebe's get together, I think.
Oh, then that was like 2016 or something.
Oh my gosh, really?
yeah, I was going to say it was at Phoebe's house. It was a holiday party, I believe, and it was before the pandemic. So that I remember.
Yes, and it was right before my daughter went away to college. That's the only reason why I know the year.
Okay, got it.
Gary, and also before we get started, we did have a sound and audio check with Sue yesterday, and you weren't there, but I did give Sue the compliment that she was much more adept at technical issues and logging on, and she was perfectly crisp and bright. She came on right on time, as opposed to her sister, if you recall, that took us about 20 minutes to get her to figure out how to do it. So no
Let's just
slam
say-
on Jamie, but
I'm
Just
pretty
say
tech savvy.
there was a lot of editing in that episode.
Oh my goodness, I can imagine.
Some of it through no fault of hers because of technical difficulties. She'd be speaking and then she'd go silent or cut off or something. It was just
Oh no,
yeah.
no, we won't have that problem. I
and your phone
promise.
was doing a lot of this.
Oh no.
Because she kept like making a point by putting her hand down. It would go like that, and like a small earthquake. So
Oh yeah.
anyway,
But anyway, let's talk about you.
yes,
Yes.
So what I mentioned before you came on is we know you from high school.
100 years ago.
Sue and I have kept in touch all these many years. Now, I did see her at the party, but other than that, because you live up in the Sacramento area. You've been
Yeah, we're in
there for-
Elk Grove. Yeah, 25 years.
wow.
wow.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
here's-
almost 26 years actually.
So here's a little bit I know. So she wears many hats.
I
And
do.
in no particular order. She's a wife, married 39 years.
Wow.
That is
August?
correct. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Mom to 3 kids, Mark,
Yep.
Danielle, and Kyle.
Yep.
Do you want to scare us and tell us how old they are?
Sure. So Kyle, Kyle is the oldest, and he will be 37 in November. Then Mark is 33, and Danielle is 27. They're all kind of
Wow.
spread out.
I think it's a small miracle that Kyle and I are the same age.
All
So I
right.
mean, I'm not sure how that happened. So
Yeah, I'd call that a
I know
miracle.
it is kind of crazy, let me tell you.
moving on.
Yeah, yes, let's
Um,
move on.
and then I believe your career has always been in the medical field,
Correct, yes. I
but then
am.
but then you have a business that you've been promoting on social media recently. And so, how new is that, or have
So
you
I
been doing that all
actually,
along?
yeah, well, for since 2019, that's when I got the business license and did all of the official um website, did all that kind of stuff. I have a my own Facebook group that where I sell quite a bit to same people over and over.
Uh huh.
um but then recently just into the store because I have a fabric I guess obsession, and
Okay.
I'm my happy place is sewing, and I'm going to sew it. I need to find an avenue to sell it because it'll just sit here in a closet. So, and my grandson is just an itty bitty tiny baby right now, but he will be getting things. He's gotten things all along, but he will be getting more things as he gets older. That'll give me a little bit of an avenue that way. But I needed to find a place to sell in person. Not really an outdoor market type of person. Tried it a couple of times. Didn't really like it. Plus, as you all know, it's 100,000 degrees up here in Sacramento, and the markets are during the summer. And so I was like, no, I need to find something else. So, yeah, I have my stuff in a store that is run by, well, the person that owns the store, she does all vintage. And then she has about 17 vendors in store. And I just recently became one of those vendors. And it's been fun.
I saw a promotion. So the name of the store is Super Burn. Is that correct? Super
Super
Bum.
Bum.
Super
Super
Bum.
Bum is the
Sorry,
store. Yeah, and my
bad
business,
writing.
yeah, and my business is Belly Boo Boutique.
And
What's it
All
this
called
focuses
again?
on
Belly Boo Boutique. It's all one
Belly
word.
Boo. Oh,
It,
cute.
it's it was named after my daughter's nickname when she
Oh.
finally decided that stop calling me that. We're like, oh, I'll just name the store after you. So yeah, we used to call her Danielle Belly Boo
Oh.
long time ago.
She's
Her
gonna
name.
love this.
Yeah, I know she will, and she'll be watching it too, I'm sure.
I'm sure she will.
So you said you started in 2019. So
hmm
um, the timing of that was that because of the pandemic, or you had already kind of thought about it and just happened to be that that's when it started.
Yeah, no. So what really happened was my daughter went away to college in 2016. I knew I needed an avenue to keep myself busy. She and I were very close. Being the only girl, she and I did a lot of things together. And she went away to Chicago for school. So it wasn't like she could just come home on the weekend and, do stuff. So I had already known how to sew, but times have changed. And when I started researching, I found all sorts of new direction. I'm like, oh, I don't like the old fashioned patterns, but then I found PDFs where you can print on your printer. And I just started practicing. And then, like I said, I have a fabric obsession. I would see so many different fabrics and started buying and thought, okay, I need to figure out what I'm doing here. So, so that's kind of how it grew. And then, as I was talking to Don yesterday, I just started researching and finding new technology, new ways to do patterns. Discovered projection, which seems to be the quickest way to do it. So I don't have to print out. So I'm not wasting paper anymore. But I had a projector put in the ceiling in my sewing room,
Really?
and it
Wow.
projects down onto a cutting mat, and
Yeah.
it's very quick and easy, and you can do all sorts of different sizes quickly. And yeah, that's kind of how it grew. But I knew I needed something, and it has definitely filled the bill.
So is this something, Sue, that's going to, it sounds like you're passionate about it, and you always
hmm
have been, right? And then
Yes.
you actually are turning this into, or reinventing it into a business again, or now,
Yeah, I
right?
just right. I'm getting a little bit more to where I can have a little bit more time. to spend on it, because
Mhm.
not only is there sewing, but there's also doing the books, which is not my favorite. And I really I do everything I possibly can to not have time to do that, but that's part of, having a business, is taking care of all the book work
Okay.
and spreadsheets and everything else to
And
make sure I'm legit.
is this gonna take you into the next thing? I mean, we haven't talked about that yet, but we're all considering or contemplating or planning for retirement eventually in the next number of
Yes.
years. So is this something you have actually are projecting into taking over your work time?
Yes, that's what I would like to have
Wow,
happen.
good for you.
Yeah, I mean, if it sells, it sells. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But that's really kind of where I'm headed.
The next
I
steps.
would like to do that in my retirement.
Yeah, that's great. But also, you embraced a lot of technology, so you're way ahead of the game for the rest of us boomers who can't figure out how to, the TV clicker. So, I mean,
Well,
that's pretty
I
cool.
can tell you that so my daughter is very tech savvy, and I've learned a lot from her, but I also work with a bunch of people all the same age as her.
Oh,
And I've learned a lot from them. I mean, I'm definitely you know, what bothers me most, I think, is when things change. Like, wait, it worked this way. Why are you changing
Why
that?
are we changing it? Yeah.
Exactly, and that's where my frustration comes into tech. But once I learn it, I'm usually pretty good with it.
well, don't you hate you finally wrapped your head around something technology wise, and all of a sudden you have to reboot it, and all of your settings are gone, or everything has changed. You have to go back and figure like I don't even know how I set any of that.
Yep,
So
exactly. If my laptop dies, I'm going to be in trouble
Oh,
because it's old and it works and I know where everything is and how to do it all. And then if I have to buy a new one, it's going to be I'm going to have to send my daughter a ticket to come home and help me out.
and write up a ticket like here's your work order. You need to fix my computer. So
Exactly.
I'll buy you a ticket to fly home, but the ticket is actually completing the work on my computer. That's what the ticket is.
Yes.
So that's
so,
cool.
given this new-ish business,
Hmm.
and you're still working in the healthcare industry, yes.
I
So,
am.
what's your time split between the two?
So I am very lucky to be working at a Dignity Health clinic down the street from my house. I'm less than a mile from there.
Mm.
Generally, what I do is come home during lunchtime and I either sew or I play the piano. Those are my two options. I try not to do housework. I try not to do anything like that because, it's my time and it's generally when nobody else is around. So
Yeah.
Wait, you play the piano?
I do. I've played the piano for many years.
Really?
Did not have a piano for many years when we first got married, but I would have to say I've had the piano now for about 15.
Really?
We found a piano at a storage locker situation, storage unit situation, and turned out to be a it was all refurbished inside, but it's very old and it's an upright, fits right into my living room nicely. And
Nice.
I just retaught myself since I had not played in a long time. But that I did that about 15 years ago. But I don't play in front of anybody. So when
Oh,
they're
come
gone,
on.
I sit down there and I play what I want to play.
So it's just for
So
you, really, right?
it is. It's a very relaxing uh, outlet for me. As
That's so
as a
good, though.
sewing, it's like, you know what? You're
Yeah.
stressed out, go sew something.
Yeah.
Sit down and play the piano. Do any of those things. And my job at work has recently changed where I have moved into a supervisory role, so I have a little bit more leeway with time as well. So
Okay.
I can get there early in the morning, take some time in the afternoon, get out of there a little bit earlier than, what I used to do, and it's been working out well in that aspect.
And then in terms of the clothes you're producing, are you the only person showing it, or do you have a team of people, assistants, who are helping you, or
Nope, just me.
just me?
It's all me.
Wow.
Do you want to expand that anyway, Sue? Like, are you planning on growing it that way, or is this something that's a passion
No.
project? It's about you and your time and what you
Yeah, it's
enjoy.
all me.
Okay,
I
that's
did
kind of
I
nice.
did have somebody from where I work help me out at some of the outdoor markets, but I really don't plan on doing any more of those.
And it focuses on children's clothes, or do you have a?
Yeah, so I mean, I sew for adults occasionally. I'll have someone ask me to make some, shirt or something, which, and I sew for myself occasionally as well.
Mhm.
But mostly kids. It's usually newborn up to like size 14 is pretty much what I
Okay.
go with. Yeah. And I
So,
belong to a lot of sewing companies that have patterns that I enjoy and, you
so
know,
we can submit a work order for Don and Gary doing 60 onesies. Right.
Oh, I do make onesies. I don't know.
I don't know if they'd fit us.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Maybe one and a half Z's.
I think 2.0 Z's,
Oh, there
maybe.
you go.
So, sewing has been a passion. Has that always been, or is it something that kind of came later?
So my grandmother was a seamstress. I
Okay.
learned a lot from her, but I would, when the kids were babies, I would like hit and miss, like, oh, well, let's see if we can try to make something cute, and so I did do that occasionally, not the same quality that I'm doing now, definitely with not the, type of machines that I currently have. Um, but yeah, I've been interested in it for a long time. Just had kind of gone back and forth, and it was really out of research where I saw that different things are available with it, and of course the internet has been a great asset for that kind of stuff.
Right.
Here's why I
It
think
gives
this is
you
so
the
valuable. I think this is valuable because we talked about retirement, but also one of the things that I hear many times for people who are retiring is they don't know what to do once
Hmm.
they've given up that full time job. But it sounds like you're really embracing technology, research, you're passionate, you're really jumping into it. So I think you're way ahead
Hmm.
of the game when it comes to next steps for yourself, too, right?
Yeah, I mean, I really don't think I'm going to be bored. I mean, that's
No.
what everybody says. You say, "Oh, you sure you want to retire?" And really, I'm not sure. I'm not sure when I want to retire. I know before I took this new role at work that I was planning on retiring shortly after turning 65, and it may still happen. It is
Mm.
something I'm still kind of, working around. My
okay.
husband does not want to retire. So when he retires, will probably be more of a, we want to travel. Like I do have a grandbaby that they will not be living close to me, I'm sure. So we will be want time to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I know he recently started a new job, so he's like, well, I don't want to retire, and he's a little bit younger than me, just a tad younger than me.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
so I'm not quite sure what's going on with him at the moment, but I mean, I may take time and just, you go to work and I'll have my time. And then when you retire, then but
Yeah.
I do plan on keeping the business and sewing and
Good
doing
for
what
you.
till I can't.
Yeah.
But also the beauty of it is it's your business, so you can put as much or as little time in it as you want, right? You're driving the bus.
Absolutely. And what I do a lot of times when I know I have a lot of family coming out in the next 2 weeks, as you had said. And I also had a Halloween pre-order for my Facebook group, sold a bunch of stuff there, and then I gave them a 4 week turnaround time. So I'm like, but then there are chunks of time where I don't have that going on. So then I'm sewing for different things. And whatever doesn't sell, I pretty much take to the store.
Hmm.
Well, we need to write up an order for a turkey onesie, a pumpkin onesie, and a Christmas tree onesie for the show.
Absolutely.
And are the holidays busier for you? I mean, as you go into the fall and the holidays
Yeah,
itself?
and any time of celebration is busy for me because I usually do a pre-order, and I either custom order fabric or I have a place that will do fabric, um as much fabric as I need, but I know that it's always there, so I can pre-order, and then if a bunch of people order it, then I just order more from that place.
Wow.
And I a lot of times I'll do digital files from Etsy, a
Mm.
seamless digital file that I can have made into. I have a shop that will make that into fabric for me. So I just shop around for a lot of what's in now, what kids like, But the holidays are a big. Halloween's huge. I think it's probably my biggest one.
Hmm.
Easter is big. Christmas obviously is big. 4th of July is big. So anytime any of those come up, I usually have, I'll go and put like 6, 7, 8 fabrics on Instagram and Facebook and say, hey, you know, pre-order what you want, and then I'll have like a little thing with the styles and the prices posted, and then people will order.
I think we're going
But
to
then
have to
I also,
call you a mogul. You might be a mogul going forward. You've embraced so much of this.
yeah, I mean, I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot
Yeah.
about
Good for you.
myself. I've learned a lot about, sewing. I've learned what technology has brought. I knew there's people that print fabric at home, which I don't really want to do, but I find that interesting as
Yeah.
well.
Wow.
You know.
Hey, sorry, quick
Go
question. So
ahead.
you'd mentioned the workplace and how people, and we're going to refer to anyone younger than us as the children. So,
Yeah, yes,
in
they're
your
all
office,
younger than me.
well, all of us. So, in your office, you said you work with a lot of people that are younger than yourself, and they've
Hmm.
actually helped you with a lot of technology and things
Hmm.
like that. Have you, in any way, and not specifically to your office, but in general or in anything out there, have you experienced any forms of ageism? And that can be
Um,
anything. It can be subtle. It could be, very straightforward or whatever. I don't know if you have.
it's kind of funny. So I've been working there for quite some time, but and there's a group of girls that are probably my daughter's age that I've become close to.
Hmm.
I don't think ageism is really the right word though. There
Okay.
there are things that I do and then they think it's the funniest thing. But it's like I'll leave my phone on a desk somewhere and then I'll come out. It's like, where's my phone? I'll find my phone, I'll get it, and then they've taken 15 selfies like toddlers do, half head selfies. And I'm like, I must have 500 pictures of the people from work taking selfies. So it's that kind of stuff where, they
Okay.
make light of it. I've never been, oh my God, you're so old, you're not able to do this kind of stuff. I
That's
mean,
good.
I have a good group of people that I do work with. Where I get kind of flustered with though is I work with doctors that are the same
Mm,
age as my children. I'm like, wait, how can you be in charge of somebody's cardiac health when
right.
when you're, like my son or my daughter?
Right.
That I find that odd. I
You
have
never
that.
call them Doogie Howser, do you?
I know,
Okay.
no, but and it's just I find it funny. I just
Like I
and
can just see you
and
going.
I'm sure I'm the oldest person there. There's no
Well, I can
question
just see you
about
say,
it.
"Listen here, Doogie Howser,
Yeah.
take your time, show some respect."
Yeah. But
So
yeah, I
good.
mean, I work with a good group of people for
That's
sure.
wonderful, and you've worked there for a number of years, so you've established some really great relationships, which is
Yeah,
okay.
I've worked for Dignity for quite some time, but
Good.
and I've been in a couple of different clinics, and I've been where I am now for about maybe 4 years, but a lot of the same people were, I already knew a lot of those same people, so.
Okay.
Okay.
So are you like a mentor to them? Do you have that role?
A little bit, sure. There are a group of girls that wanted to learn how to sew, so we've had some
Mm,
sewing lessons at my house.
nice.
But even at work, there's a lot that you can teach the young people about certain things, and they do look for it occasionally. I did help somebody move out. She was having some issues. I'm like, okay, well, this is the plan. You should do this, 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 and this. So that kind of stuff. Not really work related, but
Right, right.
I think as as an older person that they're comfortable with, or maybe they don't have a good relationship with their
No.
family or whatever. We have a pretty open door here, and I live down the street from the clinic, so I definitely have had that role.
Sure. One of the other questions we ask guests is there ever a particular age that maybe you weren't looking forward to turning? Because for some people, uh, a 40 or a 50 or 60, whatever, it just, they don't sit well with that. Other people just kind of let it flow and it happens. How do you fall on that
Yeah, it doesn't
spectrum?
bother me. I feel like I've
Your
earned my
stripes.
age. Yeah, yeah, I don't have an issue moving forward in life in an age. I feel like you feel like what you feel, you know what I mean? I look in
Right,
the mirror and I see what I see, but I'm like, well, I don't feel like I'm 63 years old or whatever,
right,
yeah, I don't have any issue with it. And I really don't want to go backwards. I'm like,
right.
no. I've been there, done that. I mean, I may have had a few regrets along the ways, but I don't feel like anything needs to be changed in that aspect.
Right, I'm the same way. I can look back at a certain age, and especially with friends I've had 40 plus years, and you
Hmm.
look back on experiences then. But I don't. Do I want to go back and relive them? No, I'm good. I mean, I have the memories, and that's all good.
Exactly.
But
I've got pictures. I've got, you guys are obviously in contact with a lot of friends from high school. You've done way
Hmm.
better than me. I mean, I'm in contact with a few here and there, but my best friend who I know Don and I talked about yesterday, Ellen Hoffman,
yes,
Hi, Ellen
she
Hoffman. Come on the podcast.
she and I are still very close friends.
That's
We
wonderful.
that's great.
she's the godparents to my one of my
Oh,
kids, and
really?
and I do make time to see her. She makes time to see me when she can. She did recently retire last
Oh,
spring, so
good for
hope
her.
and she will be at our big family party coming up. So
Oh, fun.
hopefully in the coming months and years we'll be able to connect more. But we talk to each other every single day. Um,
Wow. Does she
and
live here in California, or where does she live?
yeah, she's in American Canyon, right by Vallejo, in the
Okay.
Vallejo
Oh,
area.
okay.
Yeah, yeah,
All right.
and she's been there for at least 25, 26 years, and retired from she was a CFO of a construction company that she retired from.
Wow.
Yeah, so
So,
Well,
she's
that's
doing
great.
very well. Yeah.
so
Yeah,
Sue,
it's
I noticed. I know Gary. I don't know if you remember, but I recall Sue's mother very well,
Yes.
and I'm getting a lot of your mom right now from you. And what I mean
yes.
by that is she was, as I recall, she had a dry sense of humor. She was
Hmm.
very straightforward. She was actually quite funny because she would make little comments about me. Do you feel maybe could you is there any influence that your mom handed over to you or any way she influenced you
Oh,
to be the person
absolutely.
you are?
I mean,
And
I
I
think you're.
love your mom. She was so much fun. Okay, I got some stories. She gave me I was sick at your house. I don't know what I did, but I got sick at your house in Foster City when you and Jamie were there. Something happened. She
Hmm.
took really good care of the kids that came over to visit you guys. So
Hmm.
I just didn't mean to interrupt, but it's just that I have very
No,
fond
that's
memories of her. And I think just
yeah.
with the way you're wearing your hair right now, I'm just getting a
Eh,
lot of your mom. So
we do look a lot alike, as does my
yes,
child, my
yes,
daughter as well.
yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, my mom's doing great, actually. She's
Good.
up in Reading. She lives right near my brother, right down the street, and she's doing well. Um, but yes, she was a good caregiver to all of us who came to that house. We had a pretty open house,
Right.
and a lot of that. I mean, she was a younger mom. I think a lot of that
Mm,
played into that. I had my kids a little bit later in life, and I mean, not later, later. I had my daughter later, but the boys I had around the same time. But she was always. And my dad as well. I mean, you probably don't know my dad as well, but because when they divorced, it was right around that high school age.
Hmm.
yeah.
But yeah, my mom's doing great.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear
Yeah,
that.
I will tell her you said hello.
Oh, well, she better be watching this because, we're paying you a huge amount of money to be on this podcast, so we're investing in that greatly.
Let me go back. And another question we ask
Uh-huh.
is, if you could go back to your younger self and you can pick the age,
Hmm.
uh, we always ask, is there advice that you would give that younger self? Looking
Stay.
back now on, what
Yes,
you've been through.
I do have one regret, and I think it's not finishing school.
Hmm.
Not that it has hindered anything for me, I don't think, because I have like 5,000 classes, no degree. And I actually have a pharmacy tech degree that I've not used. So
Really?
there's
Oh,
that.
Wow.
Um, yeah. But I mean, I guess it's helpful in my job currently, but I'm not using it as the pharmacy tech part of it. But yeah, I think that's my biggest regret is just not, and life happens. You start school. I mean, I got married, I had kids, and really it was just the progression of life, and I had a job, so it didn't really, you know but I've always been very interested in classes, so I've taken classes. I know even when my kids were young, I took online classes just in things I was interested in, and a lot of it medical. Even though
okay.
I was working in the field, I mean, I did a lot of medical biology, that kind of stuff, and then the pharmacy stuff, and then I did a separate pharmacy tech thing. But I've never used it.
Well,
But I mean,
especially, yeah.
knowledge is good.
No, and especially in the health industry, I mean, there's always new things coming out and new
Hmm.
technology and new things. So it's a constant learning process. You're never just going to stop and, you know, where
Oh,
you're at.
absolutely. I mean,
Yeah.
this day and age, the medical field is crazy.
Yeah, and I think they could use your help over at the CVS doling out the drugs. So if you
Uh,
have a spare minute, my
I've
Lipitor is
got
late.
my own issue with CVS. That's funny.
A question that wasn't really on the list, but I was thinking about the other
Uh-oh.
day is no, it's an easy one, I think. I think it's an easy one. Is when you think about everything in your life, your family, your kid, and your new grandmother as of earlier this year, right?
Uh-huh.
And then with growing your business, and then think about everything else that's going on around us out there. there's anything that keeps you up at night.
No,
That
actually, there is not.
Good for you,
wow, she
I
answered
am
that
pretty
very
good.
quickly.
right? She didn't even think about it.
I'm pretty good about shutting things off. I really am.
Good for
I know other
you.
people are not. I've had discussions with other people about it, and I cannot tell you why. But I'm a very much like, if it's happened, it's happened. I can't change what occurred.
Right.
And, in my own life anyway. And, move forward. You have to move forward.
Yeah.
But so, no, I do not lose sleep.
I do pretty well, but in my case, I just think of as I was growing up, I have three older brothers.
Hmm.
So as our parents got older, there was never concern on their side because the four of us were always around to help them out,
Hmm.
especially as they got older and they needed more help. So,
Right.
my dad lived to be 92, my mom is 98.
Wow.
You
That's
know, so one,
amazing.
one brother is like, the one that takes all the doctor's appointments and handles that part. I'm
Uh-huh.
the take care of paying the bills, and I'm the social director. So we all have a role, right?
Yeah.
So they have that built-in support system. So they never have to worry like, oh, do I have to do this on my own? Or especially as they get older, if they don't have family around, you know, how are they going to get by on certain things? But in my case, no partner, no kids, nothing. And I'm like, and I live alone, and I'm like, I part of it. Not that I lose sleep over it, but it is a concern for me in terms of, what's going to happen after, if I have an accident and I fall, where am I going to go?
Right. Yeah, I
Right.
do. I think about that stuff occasionally. It doesn't keep me up at night, but I always think, okay, which one of these kids is going to step it up?
That's why you had kids, so they can take care of you.
Exactly. And Bruce's mom lives fairly close to us and is 90, just turned 90. And Bruce has no other family members, so it's just him and his mom,
Right.
and it's us. And I do a lot of that for her. She is in an independent living apartment situation. It can be assisted living when she needs it to be. It is not right now. She's able to do everything on her own,
Good for her.
but she stopped driving at that. I don't know, she was like in her early 80s maybe, and was
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, now what? So she got herself into a place where she could, still socialize and didn't have to worry about driving anywhere.
Right.
But, she does have the appointments and has that kind of stuff going on, and I can definitely see how we may need that in the future.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we
So,
were talking in another episode, Don and I, about if we're looking ahead, if I can't continue to live on my own, do I move into like a senior community or
mhm,
assisted living, whatever it is? But at least here in California, they are super expensive,
they are super expensive.
and I just don't
We're
know how
very
folks
lucky
can
that
do it.
she's in a situation where she can afford it. I'm
Right.
not sure we would be able to afford it for sure.
Right.
So, and my husband is actually very resistant to that. So we'll
Yeah.
we'll see what happens when the time comes. But and actually, I'm worried about having a two-story house. So we have a two-story house, and I've been wanting to downsize, and he's like, no, because he loves the neighborhood, loves the neighbors, loves the people down the street, loves
Sure.
everything about where we are. And who can afford to buy a house at this point in time? I mean,
Well,
we're
that's what I
sitting.
wonder about that for kids right now because I was looking at the
Hmm.
prices. Like when new construction in my neighborhood is now at 2 million bucks around. Two
Yeah, it's
million.
crazy,
So
crazy.
even if you put 20% down on a house and you had the cash,
Hmm.
and then you had a payment that we figured this out. I know this is weird, but like at 2 million, I know that's a very high amount, but it'd be $9,000 a month
Yeah, who can
to
afford that?
who can, and I worry about kids. Like your children are at that age where they're
Yeah.
contemplating it maybe and thinking about buying a home
Hmm.
or not. But it's like I don't know how the kids, the children, actually can do this right now because
Hmm.
anywhere, even in Elk Grove, Sacramento, all of
Yeah,
California
I
is
would think
crazy.
California is out for sure. I do my Mark, my middle son, has owned a home. He owned a home in Oklahoma. He
Mm,
is in the military though, so I mean they get housing allowance. They get,
sure.
help with the down. They get, so a little different for them. But they sold the house, made good money on it when he had to go to Hawaii for the Navy. But he's planning on buying another one when he comes back. But now you're looking at houses in Oklahoma, which some of the ones that he has sent me to look at are, they're 400, $500,000 and look like mansions, and they're on a
Yeah.
chunk of
Wow.
land,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and so
Yeah.
yeah, they won't be able to do it in California for sure.
No, I
Yeah.
understand. I understand
Yeah.
completely.
Well,
So
and I'm like talking to my daughter about, do you think you might want to buy a condo or buy something? She's in an apartment, but half of her stuff is still in her bedroom here. So I'm like,
but she's in Oregon, correct?
yeah, she's in Portland.
Portland, okay. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, a little more affordable, maybe if depending on if she wants to settle there too, right? Because that's a commitment.
Right. And that's exactly what she's like. She says, "No, I don't want to buy anything, but I see what she pays in rent, which is about what I pay in my mortgage, and I'm like, it's crazy."
So Sue, let me ask you a question. This is a different one. Is there any question that you wish people would stop asking you?
Um,
I mean, I don't know, people, because I don't know, or start asking you. Is there a question you would like people to start asking you? Either or.
I really don't have that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have people asking me things that,
Well,
yeah.
some people, I mean, the way why I'm referencing that is because some people say, "Oh, how old are you?" It's like, don't
Oh,
ask me how old I am, because
yeah,
it's
no,
like,
I don't get that at all.
okay, well, lucky you.
People that I work with that know me know where I'm at.
Yeah.
And,
So you don't
and
have any, because you don't have any sensitivity about being asked that
no,
question.
absolutely
Okay,
not. I
good for
mean,
you.
yeah, I don't know. I'm okay with that. Like I said, age is age. It's how you feel is more important. And
True.
I have aches and pains, but I don't think I feel like I'm, going down the deep end or anything.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
I spent yesterday afternoon painting. We're redoing our backyard patio thing that. So I've got all these boards in the backyard, and one of my younger friends and myself were out there painting yesterday afternoon. And yes, do my body feel like it today? It absolutely does.
Oh yeah.
And I still have to go out and paint more today.
Oh.
But I'm in good health. I go to the gym. I do all the things
For
you're supposed to
you.
do. So, we'll see if it works.
But the future's bright and rosy right now, right?
Yes, it
Good.
absolutely is.
Good.
And you are able to you do like to travel. I know you guys have gone to Hawaii a couple times.
Yeah, so we've gone to Hawaii a few times. I mean, my son's been there for a couple of years, so we made the trek a couple of times. But went to one different island, and we actually were supposed to be going to Maui when the fires happened, so we quickly switched to the Big Island. And then just when my grandson was born, Bruce and I and Danielle went over and saw him. So that was in February. He was just like 6, 7 weeks old then.
Nice.
Yes, he's like a real little person now, though. And I'm like, oh, two
Oh.
weeks. We'll see him in 2 weeks.
But they're just in Hawaii temporarily. I mean, they may
Yeah,
not
they're
live there for.
no, he'll be back in Oklahoma. That's
Okay.
where his next job is. They'll actually be here at our house in November for about a month. There's usually a time span in between when they move to different posts.
Yeah.
So they'll all be here then, and then actually after this party that we're having at the end of September, they're going to Oklahoma to see if they can actually buy a house that they've been looking at.
Oh.
So it'll be there when they move.
Right. Right.
So they'll actually be moving there in December. But yeah, I like to travel. I've not gone a lot of different places recently. I saw Jamie, I think, about a year ago in February,
Uh
the
huh.
last February, back in Baltimore
Yeah.
with my mom. We went when Danielle was in college. I was back and forth to Chicago 4 years every 6 months. So, which I mean, I grew up in Wisconsin, so but we both love the city of Chicago. I would like to go back, even though she's not in school, and do some stuff there. My husband and I talk about doing some sporting things. I'd like to go see the Giants spring training in Arizona one
Oh
year. I
yeah.
mean, we start talking about stuff like that. He's into NASCAR. We've looked at going to some NASCAR things that are like we've been to the ones here in Sonoma, but other places.
Sure.
So yeah, that kind of stuff.
You're keeping busy. That's great.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I think so.
No, it's important. I mean, we mentioned that the high school friends. A lot of them have stayed in the Bay Area, so
Hmm.
it does make it a little easier to plan some things.
Yeah,
A couple people we went to high school with who are a year ahead of us. They both, Lisa Zadek and Amy
yeah,
Ferguson, both retired this year. So I hosted a potluck picnic a couple weeks ago,
yeah.
And then some of the folks and I are getting together in November. The Filoli Estate that's in Woodside,
Mm-hmm.
they for Halloween and also for Christmas, they decorate the house and the gardens. So we
Beautiful.
decide in November to go. There's like 8 or 10 of us right now that are like, we'll do dinner first and then go. We bought tickets to go to the
Awesome.
house and tour the gardens and so on. So it'll be fun. So
Yeah,
try and
that's
keep in
absolutely fun.
touch. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I mean, I'm on Facebook and I see things here and there. I mean, we do travel down to the Bay Area occasionally, not very often. I mean, we moved out of Foster City, and when we go down there, we're like, it's so different. They've changed so many
Oh,
things down there. I'm like, what? The 7-Eleven is a school? What happened?
yeah. And the cost of real estate over there has just
Oh,
gone crazy.
it was even
Crazy.
crazy back then. I mean, I know it's crazy everywhere, but I mean, that's why we moved. We wanted
Yeah.
to buy a house, and there's no way we could have done it there.
Yeah.
You
yeah,
know, and Elk Grove has been a really good place to raise my kids for sure.
I
I mean,
bet. I
good
bet.
education system, and yeah, it's got a small town feel, even though there's a lot of people here.
Nice.
nice. Well, that was the reason why. The only reason why I was able to buy my condo 21 years ago is
Hmm.
I couldn't have paid full market value, but they had a program for first-time home buyers.
Oh
So
yeah,
I got in that. So you basically buy it kind of in partnership with the city. So the downside is that if I want to sell it, I can't sell it in the open market at the full market value.
oh yeah.
I have to go back to the city and they work out a formula. So I could never sell this and then just go buy another place, you know,
But you're pretty happy
cheaper
there,
and expensive.
correct?
Yeah, yeah.
You're
I
not
mean,
moving.
yeah, no, we've talked about it, but it's like, well, my family's here in the Bay Area,
Hmm.
so I'm not going to move out of the Bay Area, out of state to, especially and when I'm older, like, where am I going to move to? To a place I don't know anyone? No, not doing that.
Yeah.
So, but that's the idea, the conversation about, well, maybe you move into a senior community
Hmm.
or, you know, with another friend, we buy a place together, something where you still have some connection to someone. Because,
Hmm.
but just move out of the area or move in, buy another place by myself. I wouldn't do that, especially when
Yeah.
we're trying to, you know, save for retirement. So
Oh,
wouldn't do
exactly.
it.
Yep. Save for retirement. What's that?
Yeah.
That's probably a
So,
whole nother podcast.
so with this business growing, I mean, it doesn't sound like you have any plans of slowing down anytime soon.
No, not anytime soon. Yeah, I'm hoping that I just hope that I can. I mean, I want to be able to create more, I guess. And I constantly finding new patterns. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. And patterns are
Is there
reasonably cheap.
is there a style that you do you go towards the vintage styles, or you stay with what's current, or like
I
are
try
there
to be
baby trends?
Yeah, well, I try to be current. There are
Okay.
definitely baby trends.
Oh,
When I see a new pattern or something, I'll usually try it just so I
okay.
can see how it works. I do have
Okay.
a couple of people in Texas of all places that buy a lot from me, and I tend to sew for their kids' ages, but as they have grown, because one of them has been with me since almost the very beginning. And then
Wow.
they advertise. If you go onto my website, you some of the kids that you see pictures of, they're the people that are buying from me in Texas. So I give them a little bit of a discount if they advertise my stuff,
Huh.
on websites and things, and give them a little bit of a discount.
Hmm.
So so yeah, so I do tend to be I try to be trendy. I don't sell like character stuff usually. I know Disney's a big copyright situation.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
if I sell that, it's on the sly. It's not on my
Don't mess with the
website.
mouse.
Exactly. But even anything else, but I know, Pet Patrol was in popular for a while, and that kind of stuff I tend to stay away from. But other than that, the styles are, I try to see what's in. What are kids wearing? What are babies, you know?
Okay.
Or now I'm asking my daughter-in-law, what does he wear more of? Is it the onesie? Is it, there's this one thing I make that I really, really like, but I don't know if it's, you know, what's the word?
Trending.
Easy. Yeah, is it easy for them? Is it,
Oh.
something more complex? But it's a onesie that has a t-shirt attached to it so that it's they can wear a pair of pants and it looks like just a t-shirt and a pair of pants, but it stays tucked in because it's a onesie, so it's kind of an interesting
Does
thing,
it
but
come in an
it's
adult size?
I'm not sure my pad that I sew that I cut on is big enough for that,
And
but it's kind of cool.
do we have your website to be able to promote for this
It's
podcast?
just www.bellybooboutique. It's all one word .com.
Okay, please send us some artwork if you have anything with a logo for them, what you've
Oh
designed,
yeah,
if you have
I
it.
can send you my card.
We will plug you like
Yes.
we will send your sales into the stratosphere.
Perfect. I'll be like calling out sick at work because I've got to sew.
Hey, on another question here, Sue, our segment here is called Ain't Nobody Got Time for That. And the reason why we call it, Gary came up with that because he's actually the mastermind on the
hmm
funny titles and things. But is there anything that you just don't tolerate anymore? There's something you're just done with and you have no patience for?
Yeah, I really have no patience for anything, but I've
Well, that's a
noticed that
lot.
in age. I can. There are a couple of things that bother me. I very much don't like, especially at work. You know, the younger generation does not have the same work ethic that I think our generation
Yes.
has,
Yes.
and I get very frustrated over that. They have a lot of different technology or different avenues that they can take to not work, which
Yes.
we were never privy to, I think, when we were
Right.
going through the ranks. I get
Yeah.
frustrated over that for sure. The other thing that drives me insane, and I don't know about you guys, but when I go to a store and I want to buy something and it's locked,
Oh,
that kills me. I'm
yeah.
Yeah.
like, nope, I'm going to buy it on Amazon. I am not going to stand in this aisle and push a button waiting for someone to show up.
And push it again and push it again and push it again because they're not coming. Yeah.
If I can't get my laundry sub, come on. What is up with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that bothers me. So they get a lot of
Yeah.
online business because I won't do that.
I agree. Yeah. I used to have used to work in an office with younger folks, and they're shooting the Nerf ball into the hoop, and I'm like, I'm just looking around perplexed. Like, am I the only one actually working? It would drive me nuts.
Yeah,
My
so
boss is like,
it's kind of funny because before I took the supervisory role where I'm in the same clinic I was in prior, but my prior role was I was a lead over the front office, the girls that check in the patients. And there's like six of them up there. And yeah, sometimes I see stuff up there and I'm like, hold off. We need to have
we
a
need to
little
talk.
meeting of the minds here.
Yeah.
Now I'm actually my office is back in the back office where the patients and the MAs and stuff, and they're much more serious.
Yeah.
And there I see things that are, and I even see them doing great things. I can't say that they don't. We definitely have people that catch things that, whoops, this shouldn't have happened. Let's, safety things. Oops, let's make sure this doesn't happen type things. But overall, yeah, the younger folk are, it's a different generation for sure. And then I think, how did I raise my kids? Because I know my daughter
Mm.
is not like that. Of course, her job is a little different, and she is locked in a booth. She is not, they go to work every day.
Right.
I I don't see in them what I see with people that I work with. So I'm kind of wondering what I don't feel like I did anything extra special, but maybe I did, you
I
know?
think, well,
Yeah.
it sounds
I
like your
think,
kids are all doing really well.
I feel like I was raised with parents that had a good work ethic as well.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's, I learned that from them. And, you know, I think our generation is different in that aspect for sure. And I do
Right.
think the kids coming up through COVID they've had a
Yeah.
hard situation. I think glad my kids were kind of past that.
Hmm.
And my daughter had she graduated the year of COVID, so no graduation, which to me was devastating.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
And she turned 21, got her degree all in that 2020 May of 2020, and they had not discovered the Zoom graduations or anything at that point in time.
Oh.
Once she got her degree in the mail, or her diploma in the mail, she was over it. I'm still not over it. I'm like, I wanted that graduation.
Right. She worked hard for
I
it.
feel like I earned it.
Right.
You know, she survived college.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think that generation coming through I think that's a harder thing.
Okay. You ready for a quick lightning round?
Sure.
Okay. It's real easy.
Okay.
Don't think too much about it.
Okay.
Ready? Here we go. Red wine, white wine, champagne, beer, or soda?
How about a mixed drink?
Okay.
I would like cocktail, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cocktails for 200, Alex.
Good. Okay, we're on a roll. Movies, comedy, horror, or romance?
Comedy.
Okay. A morning person or a night owl?
Night owl.
Okay. This might be a reference, you might not get it. Buffy the Vampire Slayer or Walking Dead?
Probably Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Okay. I know the answer to this one. Cats or dogs?
I have both. I'm
You
gonna say dog.
do.
I do. I'm gonna say dogs, but I do
Okay.
have. I have a very old cat, and I have a
Oh.
very crazy dog.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Perfect combo for your cocktails.
Yeah, yeah.
Sweet snacks or savory snacks?
Ooh, I like them both.
Okay.
I would,
That's
I
okay.
would, I would like pretzels and M&Ms together. That's
Oh,
my,
good answer. Good
that's
answer.
my go-to.
City life or small town?
Small town
Okay. Sushi or tacos?
tacos.
Okay. Do the kicking. Oh, sorry. Do the kicking. Don't do the cooking or do the dishes.
Cooking for sure.
Okay. Do the cooking. Celebrity gossip or true crime?
True crime.
Okay. Pineapple on pizza? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Good for you. Housewives or Survivor?
Ooh, neither.
Okay. Good. Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Okay. It's okay.
I know
And
that's
I
not a
always ask this
popular
one, Darn
choice.
or Gary?
No, both. I
Well,
love
thank God
you
she didn't say
both.
neither.
I love you both, and I'm so happy you
Thank you.
guys are doing this and that you're together and everybody
Uh,
gets to see you.
well, we'd love to get to see you because I'm honestly we haven't seen you for quite a long time.
Yeah.
And Gary, were you going to talk about bringing anybody together in the Bay Area? I can edit this too.
So no, Jamie will be staying while she's in San Francisco. They'll be
Hmm.
staying at Todd's house. So he's asked me to send out an invite. They're doing a gathering while she's here because I don't know how many days I don't know how many days she's here completely, but I guess she's staying with them for a couple days. So she'll be here
Okay.
for like a week or two. Do you know? Or?
Yeah, she's coming in on the Saturday the 20th. And our big family thing is on Sunday. She is just staying here in a hotel because I have no room in my house for her. Um,
Too many fabrics.
Too many
my my
kids.
my poor children. I have my son, his wife, and the baby staying in my daughter's old room, and my poor daughter is on the couch.
Oh.
No, nobody will be in the sewing room, but she's gonna just be here Saturday night to the party on Sunday. After the party on Sunday, I believe she's going up to Reading to be with my mom for a few days.
Okay.
What's going on after that, I really don't know. I know that she did mention that she was going to be seeing you guys on Saturday, the following Saturday.
Right. Yeah. So the following weekend for a couple of nights, she'll be staying at Todd's house. So he's organizing a gathering there.
So
Um,
my husband and I actually have tickets to the Giants game on that Sunday. So we will be
okay.
down there, but it'll be on Sunday. So
Gotcha.
I'm not sure we would be able to make that Saturday,
Gotcha.
but
Okay.
I told Jamie because I talked to Jamie this morning. So I said, we'll try to figure something else out because, I don't know what's going on. I took a little bit of time off of work just so I could figure things out with them. I don't know.
Sure. Sure.
I mean,
Sure.
the party that we're having here on Sunday, though, is I've got my aunt and uncle coming from Wisconsin, who I've not seen since they moved back there, and my brother, his wife, the kids, or the girl. They're not kids. They're Danielle's age. They're like just a little younger than my daughter. One of their boyfriends. I've got Ellen and her husband are coming. I've got a whole
Oh,
house full of
nice.
people coming. So I know they'll all be here for that all day long.
Nice.
So
Well, please
I'll
say.
have yeah, I'll have 8 hours or more of Jamie then. So we'll see if there's going to be
Which
any
is
more
sometimes more
planned.
than enough.
I love my sister, Jamie.
We
I
love her
love you.
too. We love her too. Just giving her a bad time. It would be fun if we weren't joking with her. So
Exactly. Yeah.
Well,
anyway,
this has been so much fun. I'm
This
so
yes,
has
glad
been
you
fun.
agreed to
thank
join
you.
us.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
And
glad I agreed to as well. Thank you for the invite.
and we have to help promote your business, so we will put
Yes,
that in our advertisements.
Okay, yeah,
absolutely.
I'll send you over a business card.
Perfect. Great.
And thank you again for coming on the podcast. We truly appreciate it. You did great. You were wonderful. Gary sometimes is questionable, but you did great. So,
Well, thank you. This is apparently my year of getting out of my comfort zone. So,
okay, well, we hope you weren't uncomfortable because you did
ab-
great. You were really
absolutely
wonderful.
not. This was
Okay.
better than I anticipated. So, thank you. It's very nice catching up.
And please say hi to all of your family and your
I will.
extended family. We say hi because they better know who we
You-
are.
th- Everybody knows. My daughter was so funny though because she said, "Do I know them?" And I said, "Oh, I'm pretty sure that Gary has met you
Oh,
because he
If
used
I've
to
met
come."
them, it was a long time ago.
Well, I know
Yeah.
you were at the house after we were in that same house we were in
Uh
with
huh.
my family once
Yeah.
everybody else moved away. So I know
Yeah.
you'd been to the house, but she's a little straggler with she's far apart from the boys. So
Right. Right. Right.
I don't know if you had met her or not, but
Yeah.
yeah, I knew you
But
met the
just
boys.
yeah. But it's. I mean, even then, it's been a super long time since
Super
I've
long
seen them.
time. They were little
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
okay. Well, again, thank you for being on the podcast.
Thank
We
you for
appreciate
having
it.
me.
Of course. I'm going to stop this, but please don't hang up yet because we want to make sure that we get every single bit of this. So give me a
Okay,
second. Thanks again.
thank you.
Hawapui Lakanuki's got me.
Come on, I want to lay ya. Anyway, on that
Anyway.
note, we want to thank our guest Sue Acton for joining
Yes.
us. We will be promoting the heck out of that one and her business, so
Yes.
please stay tuned. Any closing remarks before we shut it down?
No, I would just love to see. I will go visit your Instagram page so I can see the Hawapana Wana Kana Kawi.
Haupia.
Yeah, whatever. Your Hawaiian dessert, because that sounds really good. And hopefully you can post some pictures from it. But no, it was wonderful speaking with Sue. It's great catching up with her. She's doing so well. I'm so excited for what her future is going to be rolling out with.
Right.
The business is on fire, it sounds like, and her
Yeah.
kids are all doing well, and everyone seems to be on a really good vibe. So I'm very happy for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. So, all right. Well, on that note, then, we were going to close out this episode.
Yes.
Remind everyone that you can find us on Podpage, which is our website.
Yes.
And you can also hear us on Apple Podcast, Spotify. We're available on Blue Sky. You can see us in all our colorful glory on YouTube through
Yep.
the Pfeiffer Pod.
Yep.
Email us, Gary. Excuse me. No, it's not Gary. It's
No,
Don
I-
and Gary. Let's get it right.
We'll change it next season to Gary and Don.
Oh, no. It's always beauty before age. Don and Gary doing 60 at gmail.com. I think I got all our platforms, yes?
Listen, they'll figure it out. They're smart people.
They are.
They are.
All hundreds of thousands of them.
Yes. So thank you. You did a great job with your questions.
Thank you. It was fun.
Yes.
Alrighty. Well, then you enjoy the rest of your weekend.
You do the same with your Hawakapaka Wanapuna Pana.
I'm going Hawaiian.
Okay, you do that. Talk like an Egyptian. Sorry, references. Yes. okay.
Anyway,
Yeah.
we'll talk to you soon.
Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.